A player is more likely to get a concussion from playing football than any other sport. Phoenix Christian freshman Kyle Janes beat those odds and survived his first season on the Cougars football team without incident. Ironically, his first head injury came on the diamond.
There was a ball hit to me at short, and I went to go field it in the hole. I backhanded it, and it hit off my glove, hit me right here in the forehead.
Had that freak accident occurred several years ago, Kyle's treatment could have taken a very different course. But today there's an Arizona organization called the Barrow Concussion Network, one of the nation's leaders in diagnosing and treating head injury. The network streamlines the return to play process, educates high schoolers on the dangers of head injury, and works to change the culture around concussions.
In 2010, the Arizona Interscholastic Association approached the Arizona Cardinals and said, we see the writing on the wall when it comes to concussion. Can you help us?
5 years later, the network includes a few big-name partners, including the Barrow Neurological Institute, the Cardinals, ASU, and AT Still University. At its core is a mission to educate. That begins with Barrow Brain Book, an online concussion course that every high school athlete in the state must take before being cleared to play.
We've had over 250,000 kids complete this education.
The network also facilitates baseline and post-injury concussion tests for athletes through its partnership with the AIA, the governing body for high school sports.
Okay, we're going to do it again.
The AIA's boots on the ground in this effort are athletic trainers.
I think having medical services at the high school is extremely important, and the athletic trainer is probably the best person to do that.
Your athletic trainer that's here every day at every game, at your games, at your practices, sees you on campus, gets to know you, gives the athlete that comfort level to be able to come and say, hey, you know what, I'm not sure, something's not feeling right, whether it's a concussion or an ankle sprain or whatever.
Now, not all schools can afford the luxury of an on-campus athletic trainer, but the ones that do, at least half here in Arizona, according to Dr. McLeod, put the benefits of the Barrow Concussion Network in action. In Kyle Janes' case, it was easy to determine when he was ready to return to play because he had taken a baseline test at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I took that same exact test, and actually I scored higher on that test than I scored the first time, so I came back and I knew I was 100% when I came back, so it was a lot better.
Now, Barrow isn't setting out to eliminate all concussions from sports. Stories like Kyle's prove that's simply not possible.
No helmet, no head device ever can protect you from a concussion completely.
What can be more closely controlled is the treatment and return to play process. The state of Arizona has done its part. Jan Brewer signed a comprehensive concussion law back in 2011 that gives the power to the people most informed to make injury decisions on the sidelines.
The law says that the athletic trainer trumps all other coaching officials, everybody else, and if they say that person has had a concussion and needs to come out, they are not allowed to return back until they are cleared by the same athletic trainer or doctor.
With that law and with the Barrow Concussion Network, athletic trainers in Arizona now have the authority and resources to best treat head injuries.
When the culture changes and everybody takes this as seriously as it needs to be, but also has a strong perspective, then I think we can look back and say, okay, we're good now in terms of our concussion management plan.
Cardenas and his team still have a ways to go, but they believe the culture around concussions is changing at the high school level. For Cronkite News, I'm Ben Margiott.